NFL on CBS from Pittsburgh. Tommy Maddox is back at quarterback, awaiting on a 2nd and 7. Carr, timing pattern, puts it up top. Almost intercepted by Scott, and a flag down in a matchup.
Challenge this secondary for Pittsburgh.
Defensive pass interference.
James Allen checks in on 3rd down. He had 10 catches last week. In that loss to Indianapolis, Carr to throw, has the protection, looking to run. Does he have the angle? Trying to get to the marker. Carr with that extra step. On a 2nd and 8 from the 33. Houston on the move, first possession of the game. Carr steps up, pocket collapsing, and David Carr goes down. Gilden among those there for Pittsburgh. First possession of the day. Wells in the backfield. Carr back to throw. Pump fake. And Carr is sacked. Gilden with the hit. And that ball squirted loose. That's why you see the scrap for it at the 44-yard line.
Offensive line.
4-receiver look. Out of the shotgun for Maddox. Dime package for Houston. Out of his own end zone. Maddox slings one. It's caught by Ward on their opening possession this season. But this is quite a test, starting at their own 2-yard line after the beautiful punt by Stanley. Maddox tossed down, and there's the hit. Zaraway checks into the game on a 3rd and 17. Here's Maddox out of the gun, steps up, fires over the middle, complete to Burris, and brought down out across the 25. Matt Stevens with the tackle
In the month of December.
Also, his knee is banged up as well. He's not 100%. Hines Ward breaks a tackle, accelerates across the 40-yard line. Tennessee and Indianapolis in the AFC South. Such a pivotal game here today. Maddox timing pattern. Had separation with Burris, but could not get it to him down the sideline.
Just how well you're going to be able to bounce back from a traumatic injury like that and be able to play at 100%.
Flag down. It was going to be a handoff to Zaraway, and this play never happens.
False start, 82, offense.
If the Steeler team believes in Tommy Maddox and Tommy Maddox alone, with Stewart watching from the sideline, and another penalty. Movement on the right side of that line.
False start, number 77, offense.
Completion percentage for Cordell in the 2 games that he started since Maddox been out, it's been very high, but you got to look at the touchdowns. 15 touchdowns for Tommy Maddox and 1 touchdown for Cordell Stewart, 2 actually running and passing, but it's all about getting the ball in the end zone.
Here's Maddox running with some open space in front of him. Loses the football. Scooped up at the 40-yard line. Kenny Wright down the sideline. Touchdown, Texans.
Wow. And that just silenced the crowd here, because Tommy Maddox, you thought he would be able to get out of bounds. I think he thought he would get out of bounds, but he lost control of the football. And the Texans
thinking about a hit that may come as he approaches the sideline.
Yeah, let's watch and see if there's a flinch. No, he just tried to make a move.
Coleman has that combination of size and speed, and he'll be physical with Burris. Rush is coming. Maddox gets rid of it, and Terrence Mathis
with the running game.
But it's almost as if they're 2 different offenses. One when Maddox is in there, a passing team. When Cordell's in there, back to the running game that you talked about. Maddox throwing. Wide open near side. Plexico Burris
to the left on this play, and that's usually where they want to run the ball.
2nd and 11, short drop, and intercepted. Aaron Glenn's got room in front of him. Glenn's a speedster, and say goodnight. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, you talk about having a bead on what the Pittsburgh Steelers want to do. I told you, Dom Capers spent 3 years here with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He told us last night in our meeting, he said many of the things they do, it looks the same.
A first down for the Steelers from the 46. Amos Zaraway gets the carry. Zaraway. He's like a blur.
27 years old in this defense, so this is a group they can keep together for at least the next 3 years.
On 3rd and 2, Zaraway avoids 1 tackle. He's got a first down. And trying to find a rhythm here offensively. They've been able to move the football, but 2 costly turnovers that have gone the other way for touchdowns. Maddox throwing, open, Randall L. He loses the football. Jason Simmons pounced on it.
Wow.
And Houston's got it.
And nothing's going right for Pittsburgh right now. And everything's going right for Dom Capers and the Houston Texans. Bill Cowher can't be happy because
And the Texans have it, a 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Wells in the backfield. Carr, sidearm throw to his favorite target, Billy Miller. On 3rd and 1, crowd trying to get juiced up. They have not liked what they have seen so far. Handoff, it's Wells, driven back. James Farrior. And a loss on the play. 27-yard line, awaiting the kick. Spiraling punt, Randall L. It went over his head, and a costly mistake. This one will be down, or will it? He couldn't touch it up. Jason Bell. 8:12 remaining in the first half. Here's a pitch. Bettis waits, and Jay Foreman read it perfectly.
Got to know Jay Foreman when he was just a teenager. Got to know his dad, Chuck Foreman, as well. Fine young man, and what an excellent football player.
Out of the shotgun, Maddox, misdirection, now sets up the screen. Ward can create, but not here, as he is spun down for the Texans. And great field position to open this drive from their own 48. Carr, slippery fingers. Temperatures dropped, started at 35 at game time, down to 31 here. Deep drop for Carr. And guess what? Another sack. Joey Porter. His 8th of the season. 3 receivers set on a 2nd and 9. Down to 2:24 remaining. First half. Fake the running play. Maddox has the time. The protection is there. Sets it up in the flat for Zaraway. Steelers still have all 3 timeouts working for them. 2nd and 10 now for Pittsburgh. Timing route. Burris turns to make the catch at the 45. 35 left. First half. Out of the shotgun, no huddle for Pittsburgh. Maddox throws, sideline throw on the other side of the field. Terrence Mathis, the veteran. First down for Pittsburgh, 1:26 to go, second quarter. Maddox, another quick throw. It's Ward over the middle, and then wrestled down.
5 or 8 and 4. I think we may see some separation this week.
Maddox, no separation between him and the defensive line. The ball came loose. Kenny Wright continues to run with the football.
And his teammates
Quarterback
come back.
was ruled in grasp.
Zaraway in the backfield. Step up. Maddox thrown into a crowd. 28 seconds left, first half. Here come the Texans on a blitz. Maddox does get rid of it. Burris can't catch it. And he would have gone into the end zone untouched. Sharper kicking towards the north end of the field. Reed converts. Indianapolis, San Diego, both 8 and 4. Pittsburgh in the mix, still with a chance to get that top seed in the conference. Steelers find themselves in a position they didn't expect to be in. Halftime, Texans 14 and the Steelers 3. Coming up next.
Zaraway, I think you can get it done with the combination of the 2.
3rd and a long 2. Texans are coming on a rush, now back off. Maddox throwing. Great catch made by Randall L. 3rd and a long 1 for Pittsburgh, trying to keep this drive going. Double tight end set. Maddox faked the handoff, got a good block, freed himself to pass to Cryer.
Plexico Burr.
9th play of the drive, and this Steeler offense needs a touchdown. Out of the shotgun. Blitz coming. Jamie Sharper, the linebacker, devours Tommy Maddox. And Jeff Reed with a 31-yard attempt. And Reed angles it through. Crowd getting energized, sensing that they can get inside the head of rookie David Carr. 3rd and 11. Deep drop. Rush is coming. Incomplete. Coming from behind has not been the strength of the Pittsburgh Steelers this season. 0-4 when trailing at halftime, and they were down 14-3 at the break here. Now down 14-6. Direct snap to Antoine Randall L. Jitterbug move across the 50-yard line. And Randall L. Now the new record holder in Pittsburgh Steeler receiving history, Hines Ward. See if they get him the football here on a 3rd and 9. Over the head of Ward. 3-receiver look, and it's Billy Miller setting up as a wideout. Carr in the pocket. Good night. Kendrell Bell, he had 2 sacks last week. There's a 1 second or even maybe a half a second differential between the play clock and the game clock. And all of a sudden, confusion. The 1 second favored them. The play clock had one more second on it, and they could have allowed the game clock to wind down to 0 at the end of the third.
Oh, and Pittsburgh is allowing Houston to really look good.
Maddox out of the shotgun. Randall L., the motion man. Maddox steps up, guns one to the sideline. Hauled in by Randall L., and then tippy-toes out of bounds for a first down.
Receivers, well, you have to begin to catch the football.
On a 2nd and 6 from the 43. Maddox, good blocking up front. And that one fooled Burris. Incomplete. The difference there, that was not one of Tommy Maddox's better throws. There have been better throws to Burris that he has not held on to. Dramatic improvement, year 1 to year 2 to year 3. 3rd and 6, important down for Pittsburgh. Randall L. makes the catch, then backs up and tries to retrace his steps. 4th down conversions, they go as often as anybody in the NFL. 9 of 14. Shotgun Maddox on a 4th and 2. Soft toss to Ward. First down and more. On a hit from Keith Bullock, the linebacker. November 17th. Maddox has the time. Throwing. Open man. Burris drops the football. That was a guaranteed touchdown.
Wow. Something we haven't seen him do all season long.
On a 3rd and 10 now from the 25. Shotgun. Maddox will try it again. Too high for Ward, and he had him open. And Maddox knows it. Schneck will snap it. Maddox the holder. And Reed. No good. He came up short from 43 yards away.
When you have so many passes that are dropped.
3rd and 1. Allen and Baxter in the backfield. Try to run for it. It won't work. James Farrior. He's been making plays throughout the day, and the Pittsburgh defense continues. Been there for Pittsburgh to make plays on offense, and they've been unable to cash in. Zeraway. There's a big play in the running game. 9 minutes to go in the 4th. Flood the right side with 3 receivers. Maddox steps up, looking, and sacked. Jamie Sharper. An excuse me sacked from the ground. And Josh Miller to punt. Texans back off. This is a spiraling punt. Does take a Pittsburgh roll and fumble. No Lewis. Jabbar Gaffney had to step in for him. Pittsburgh's got it. The injury to Jermaine Lewis. As the Pittsburgh Steelers now face a 1st and 20 from the 35. On the ground. Zeraway. Misdirection. And Zeraway is spun down from the 18. Shotgun formation. They'll pitch it out. Zeraway. First down. Zeraway still on his feet, and flags come down. It's called back. Bob McElwee, not a popular man right now here at Heinz Field. It's cost them 57 yards and a 3rd and 13. Shotgun. Maddox hit as he throws. It's caught by Terrence Mathis, but he is short of the marker, and now trying to go ahead of Houston. Right now, they're just trying to keep this drive going. Maddox cannot get a sack, and he takes one. On a 4th down play, Jeff Posey worked his way into the pocket, and the Texans have their 6th sack of the day.
And take some time off the clock, but you have to take your shots. That time they were trying to do it, just couldn't protect the quarterback.
Steelers trying to sniff out what Houston's trying to do. They do. From the 23, under 5 minutes to go. Pitch out. Allen. Sideline. James Allen's got a little bit of room, but not enough for a first down as he stumbled forward. Antoine Randall L. waiting. 10th punt of the day for Stanley. A booming punt. Randall L. backpedaling. Can't catch it. Still loose on the field. White and black jerseys diving for the football. A pile is formed at the 20-yard line. And now the officials signal for Houston.
Big play for Houston. That's the big play Dom Capers was looking for on special teams. We'll see.
2nd and 12. Texans will go conservative, and a flag down. Allen ringing through the helmet of Chris Brown. 43 yards away. And Brown knocks it through. A huge field goal for Brown individually and for the Texans as a whole.
Really throwing off the timing of the passing game for Pittsburgh.
3rd and 10. Rush is coming. This time Maddox has the time. Throws into a crowd to Burris. Caught it, and then it was down on the turf. Incomplete. And 3:13 on the clock.
We told you Jay Foreman was good.
Got a good day. Maddox steps up, throws, trying to keep the drive alive. He will. Randall L. hauls it in to this Heinz Field crowd, coming back from a serious injury, cerebral and spinal concussion 3 weeks ago against Tennessee. Hines Ward carrying the football. No gain on the play. Maddox trying to make sure everybody's on the same page on a 4th and 2. Out of the gun, Maddox throws and intercepted. Aaron Glenn. It's a race, and Glenn will win it and end this one with a flurry. 2nd touchdown of the day for Glenn. And the Houston Texans have come into Heinz Field and pulled off a shocker.
And not only have they read the Pittsburgh Steelers mail, I think they've read the playbook. Tom Capers, well, just doing his homework.
Now, this is a case, Solomon, where numbers can lie in a game like this. Houston, 47 total yards. Pittsburgh, 411.
Wow. I can tell you right now, Dom Capers, he's won it.
A damaging loss for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Houston Texans come into Heinz Field and knock off the Steelers. That's going to do it for us. Second half of the doubleheader is coming up. 24-6 is your final score. You've been watching the NFL on CBS.